Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
What is going on, guys? Today you're going to listen to part 2 of episode 54. Please enjoy.
Don't give him clear shots. Don't give him clear shots. Don't give him clear shots. Don't give him clear shots.
3, 2,
3, 2.
1.
Let's talk about
9/11
FIFA Street. Actually, yeah, we did have to talk about 9/11. What were
We
talking
haven't
about
gotten
9/11?
9/11. Let's get to 9/11.
Oh, I was going to bring up the guy from the league. What's his name? The guy who plays, not Pete, Kevin. What's his name? Fucking
Steve Rezaneezy.
Yes. I didn't even realize this until a couple days ago. He was lying for years about being in
Oh yeah.
the tower, like one of the towers, and like surviving 9/11.
He lied about being in the tower,
Yeah, like he told everybody that he was like he survived 9/11 basically,
but he wasn't there.
but it came out in like the New York Times like a couple of years back that like he wasn't. So he like went on a bunch of shows and like admitted that he wasn't. It's such an awkward fucking thing. Like, how do you lie? First of all, why would you do that in the first
Lie
place?
about surviving 9/11.
But like I
mean,
think
I survived 9/11.
he basically
The three of us
said
did.
he
Any of us
basically
here did.
said that like it came up at some point and he like just kind of said it because his wife was in that situation, but he like brought it up and like said that he was in that situation and
So his wife was at one of the
yeah.
towers.
She was in that field in
But like
Pennsylvania.
basically, he said that he worked for some company that wasn't ever in the World Trade Center, like
One
was
or
never
two.
there,
Right.
and a bunch of people found out, and he had to basically admit that he was lying about that shit for
So
years.
what does that say about him? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I mean. It's fucking weird.
Because I mean, here's a famous person.
I don't get why you would need to do that. Like, I think what it was he wanted
sympathy.
something for people to grab onto, like that he was known by. But it's like when you know that it's not true, and you're telling different stories, like a lot
This
of the
weekend
time.
at the Westcott Theater, Steve Rezaneezy, 9/11 survivor.
Well, all right. Let's talk about. All right, I've seen this in the news a
Sports.
few times this week. Is it Jussie or Jussie Smollett?
Jussie-
we just
Jussie
watched the
Smollett?
video on him.
Yeah, the Empire character.
Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Smollett. He apparently constructed this whole
The
thing.
whole thing was a
about-
hoax.
Right.
It was a fake hate crime, is
A
what it was.
fake hate, but I didn't look into it. What it was it?
Okay, so
Let's hear it.
originally,
Let's hear it.
originally he came out like 2-3 weeks ago and said that
That.
he was at Subway with one of his friends
Okay.
At 2 in the
and
morning.
At 2 in the morning in downtown Chicago.
I didn't know Subway
And-
was open that late.
I don't think it is.
2.
I'm pretty sure
This is according to his original statement. 2 redneck Trump supporters wearing MAGA hats, carrying nooses, and a bottle of
Yeah.
bleach,
Oh,
ran
God.
up to him,
Always the bleach.
said, "Die, faggot."
Die.
Probably used through, the N-word in there too. Which is funny that I said faggot, but I won't say nigger, but whatever. They called him a nigger, called him a faggot, threw bleach on him, and then tied a noose around his neck, and then assaulted him and said, "This is MAGA country."
Right.
That's what he said. Turns out he paid 2 jacked Nigerian guys that were on Empire. Hilarious.
Yeah, I
They
heard
were like
that.
background characters.
They
Yeah.
weren't just random people that
They were like guys that he worked
They're
with.
people that were actually on the show.
And
they're fucking buff.
they're shredded.
They are absolutely
are
ripped.
disgustingly shredded.
But I heard that.
I'll see if I can find a picture of
Is
him
this
while you're
true?
talking about it.
So he was doing this kind of like as like basically to get a raise.
Yeah,
the
he wanted to do this to increase his popularity and to make it so the company would have sympathy.
Pay him more.
Have sympathy for him for being a gay black guy that was attacked with bleach and a noose in downtown Chicago by two redneck MAGA hat wearing Republicans.
Right. But it backfired, so now he's fired.
Yeah, he's getting cut from the show.
And now there's rumors of recasting his character.
Yeah, and it's going to be one of those Nigerian guys he hired.
So...
Yeah.
So, not only did it backfire, I mean...
It backfired immensely. He ruined probably all of his credibility.
Think about...
Because he was on Good Morning America, he was on the
Right.
Today Show.
Dude, there's one interview that's hilarious, because he's lying about it, but he's crying and shit, like he's acting so hard.
But, so, say...
Why couldn't he act like that on the show?
See, I've never watched the show.
I've never seen it either.
No one has.
But I heard I heard he was like not even that big of a character on it.
Right, but still, he probably got paid way more than he should have to begin with. And instead of just,
Yeah, there they are. Look at how fucking sexy those dudes are. For real, though.
Right,
those
Apex,
dudes are
they're
fucking
They're
gods.
jacked. And I love how they're wearing hoodies, and like that guy's wearing a hoodie and he's shirtless under it.
right. So are you really that overheated right now? You're wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
Are you cold?
And what's funny though is that
Another guy's got a hoodie, but he's got.
What's actually funny is that I love the picture of him crying. That's fucking great. They were supposed to do it on camera so that he could get footage of it. But like the cameras weren't pointed at where they fucking were at the time. So
they didn't get actual
they
footage
didn't get
of
any
it.
footage of it. So the whole thing is like total bullshit, and like it's pretty obvious, and he's still denying it. Like he's still denying it in court and shit.
No, did you see what he said the other day?
What did he say the other day?
He was at the studio filming for the show. The cops came in and took him out. And as he was being taken out, he was screaming to his cast members, "You have to believe me. You have to believe me. I'm addicted to ecstasy. I need to go to rehab."
No, he did. Send me to rehab.
He's like, "I have a drug problem.
Lindsay
Send me to rehab."
Lohan. Send me to rehab.
I gotta find that.
So he picked these two characters out of anyone he could.
Instead of like actual MAGA hat noose wielding rednecks.
Like right, like
instead of just paying someone.
How about get white people? Right?
Just get some random guys.
Like how many? Okay, first of all, how many black dudes have you seen wearing a MAGA hat?
Quite a few, actually.
Ever? Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
Really?
Never. Because like I feel like that's the storyline is like Trump is racist kind of thing. So it's weird. I've never seen.
I think anybody that reads into stuff knows that that's not true.
Well, yeah, but that's like the main storyline, which is fucking crazy.
But like this whole story is just wishy-washy to me.
It's fucking odd because
it's very wishy-washy.
You get to this point where you're like, well, this guy.
What did this guy really want?
What was his end game? What was the goal?
He says he wants more money for what his casting.
He wanted more money for what he was doing. That was the idea.
But what was he doing?
But okay, first of all, has anyone ever said they watch Empire?
No. I really don't know what the movie or what the show is.
It's about a record company or something like that, like a record label, I think.
Right, and at most, I don't know what the main character does in it. Let alone this guy.
I don't know. Ask Jussie.
Who staged, Jussie stages a fucking. Now he's in trouble. He's not getting a raise. He's actually getting fired. He's been fired.
And these guys got released, I guess.
These guys got released. They're probably fired too as extras. But they're jacked and ripped, so they got a future. Jussie, I don't know about Jussie.
No, he's done.
He's just his credibility is very wishy-washy.
It's weird that you would even want to stage something like this to me.
Just fucking keep going with it. If you're getting paid,
he's making enough money, let's be honest. Like
he's probably making more than enough for what he's actually doing on the show.
Yes. And now what this does too is it now discredits a lot of fucking shit. Like it gets to this point where we already know we can't believe everybody. Because that was already a thing with the fucking Me Too movement and all that shit. But now you get to this point where like now you can't even believe people if they say they've been assaulted. but he went over the top.
Well, that's
he
the
went
thing,
way too hard.
He's
What is
also,
the noose and all that shit with the MAGA hats? It smells fishy.
The bleach is what got me.
It smells fishy. Yes, the bleach. What the fuck? It smells fucking fishy in the first place. So even if it was,
anybody with half a brain knew that wasn't true.
It's bullshit. Yeah, you know it's bullshit. And the fact that he's still denying it is what's fucking actually crazy. Just admit it. Like, we already know at this point your fucking career's ruined.
It's literally like the South Park episode where the teacher fucks Ike, where she's like,
"Oh yeah,
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I have a drinking problem. Send me to rehab."
It's just he's in too deep now. So why wouldn't you say, like, come out and say, yes, it was a fucking stupid thing.
Come on,
he's ruined his career. He's not gonna fucking.
That's
again.
The ultimate scapegoat is rehab. Well, send me to. I need to go to rehab.
Yeah,
I have problems. I need to go to rehab. That's the ultimate scapegoat for anything. You could use rehab for anything. Oh,
that's
kill
true.
too many people.
That could get him out of it. Yeah.
You know what fucking kills me
rehab.
too? You know what kills me is I was talking to somebody about it this week at work. Not anybody I work with, but somebody
at work.
Just at work. Just a random
somebody that was in the office.
Someone that came in the office and you're like, whether you want to hear this or not.
They were talking about it.
Talking to you about Jussie.
She literally goes, "Well, it probably didn't happen, but the fact that everybody thought it did happen is just as bad."
Well,
what do you mean?
Speaking, it did happen.
There's 100% proof.
It was just staged.
That it did happen, but it was fake. And
it's just so fucking stupid. And I just don't get how
his name's Jussie, not just Jussie.
Yeah,
it's Jussie.
Jussie Smollett. Like, what is that name?
Jussie Smollett.
Jesse's mullet.
Smollett.
I don't get it.
Smollett.
I don't get it. How does he think he's going to get away with that? It's just so fucking stupid.
The best part too is that he had the two guys he hired like send like a fucking note out of cutout magazine clippings, and they never threw away the magazines. So when the police went and investigated their apartment,
there's just a bunch of magazines with cutouts.
The letters cut out the exact
and
ones.
And he paid them in checks.
He paid them in a check.
From Jussie Smollett. Here's $1,500 from Jussie Smollett.
Yeah. I was watching the Daily Show. I was watching the Daily Show, and they had a check written out, and then in the memo it said "fake hate crime."
Fake.
So good, because that's like probably what he wrote.
Donald Trump is behind this.
They did a whole sketch on the thing.
Jussie
on the Daily
Smollett.
Show.
I wish the Chappelle Show was still around, dude. Can you imagine what Dave Chappelle would do with that shit?
Yeah, it's weird because Dave Chappelle. It didn't seem like he was like super hard like in the paint on popular topics. It seemed like he was just like going hard at racism all the time.
Mm.
And what was crazy about Chappelle was like he never really. It wasn't like offensive.
It was.
It was weird because like he was saying offensive shit, but it was never like taken offensively.
People weren't that sensitive back then.
Well, I mean, it was also hilarious. Like,
well, it's just like how there's people out there that think that The Office should be taken off the air. Because,
I was just about to mention that
because people say that like Michael is a sexist, homophobe, and stuff like that. Like, I have people in my family. Obviously, they're fucking kids and teenagers,
right? That
think that The Office is too. Seinfeld is up there. People say Seinfeld is offensive,
but it's like, can you not depict someone who is that?
Yeah, but like if you think,
because the reality is there's people that are like that. So why can't you depict someone who's like that in a TV show?
Word for word, I can't remember what Michael Scott said, but basically he made it clear that if we were to make The Office in today's age,
it wouldn't last.
It wouldn't last. Right? It just wouldn't. It'd be too offensive. People wouldn't take it how it is.
But then you also look at we talked about this before. I think with Always Sunny.
Yeah, it's just
Always Sunny still comes out, and South Park is still out. Family Guy.
Yeah, but Always Sunny has a different tone to it than it used to, too.
Yeah, that's my point, though. Is like Chappelle did it in a way where like it wasn't really offending people because it was funny enough and it was done the right way. South Park does the same thing. They hit those topics all the time, constantly. They hit the popular topics constantly, and they do it the right way because they're good at depicting it in a middle way. They make fun of both sides. If you make fun of both sides, then you're in the clear, it seems like.
But Always Sunny, like, before, it had that kind of like, you could almost like relatable feeling to it.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the last season
was weird.
It was almost like forced. At that forced feeling where like they're just trying to like run off of like dead ideas or ideas of the past. Kind of like
we're definitely using a lot of callbacks.
Kind of like the airplane episode where like they did
the same episode, but they did it with the girls.
Right. And it was so forced that none of that episode I ever laughed at. Especially like the original one.
Yeah.
It just wasn't there. The originality,
right, because they had already done it, and it was kind of you could feel how it was rehashed. And the thing is, I haven't watched that season again, so I mean, like, no. I feel like if I watch it again, I'll probably still like them.
I watched the clip show episode, and I thought it was really stupid.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I still won't feel how I did about like the original seasons of it. Like, they're classic.
It's the same thing with Trailer Park Boys. I think as the production gets better, the show gets worse because the charm of it is like it's organic.
Yeah, and especially the Trailer Park Boys.
Mm-hmm. I think they get to a point where like the production's so good and they start being more professional on the set.
Yeah,
and I think it kind of waters down the product because the first season of Trailer Park Boys, the whole idea was like it was just this fucking mockumentary. They were shooting it with like a $15 camera, and like
by the end, actually,
that's what it felt like,
right?
And it felt genuine because the characters could play around with what they were doing.
You almost felt like there was actually just someone just going around with a camcorder, recording these fucking assholes, and this fucked up scenario where. By the later seasons or like the movies, it was just professionally done.
Yeah,
with them acting out these roles.
We could go to the trailer park if we wanted to.
Right.
I found it on Google Maps.
We could
in one of the later seasons. There was a grocery store like across the street from the entrance of the park.
Yeah.
And in some of the scenes, you could see the name of the grocery store. So I put it in Google Maps. And I found the park that they shot the latest season in.
It's not Sunnyvale, right?
It's in Nova Scotia. It's not called Sunnyvale, but it is a trailer. It's a real trailer park. So we could go there.
We could live there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
It's so weird because they shoot that show in an actual trailer park.
Well, to be honest with you, come on, think about it for a minute. I wouldn't mind living in a trailer park for a while.
Right.
I wouldn't mind.
Wow. You could repair carts. You know what I mean? You could be the king of the carts.
You could be whatever you want. Really.
Yeah, you could be a drunk trailer park supervisor.
You could be the Julian. You could be the Mr. Leahy. You could be Randy. You could be Trevor.
I'd be the T-Dog.
But you could be Corey, Trevor. What?
I'd be J-Rock. I'd pull off J-Rock, I think. J to the ROC.
Era.
The thing, you could own your house. You're going to own that house for the rest of your life. You're gonna own
it's like $100,
but right. But you could go in a trailer park and live out that trailer park life for a year or two.
Yeah,
and just be like, I'll never forget that shit because remember that night that this happened. It
is odd out I've been to trailer parks a couple times. I had a friend that lived in one, and it was like
it's a very tight knit community.
It is.
Well, okay. There was a time I went to Cayuga Community College.
Same.
Back in, the good old Fulton days. And there's this very
speaking of Fulton, Taco
Bell. But before Taco Bell, there's a sketchy guy. I guess he's a convicted felon.
Right. Naturally.
Right. Or pedophile. Whatever.
He lives in a trailer park?
But he lived in a trailer park.
Okay.
And
this all checks out.
Our English class, he started to tell us about this whole story about 9/11, going back to 9/11.
Okay, Steve Renazizi.
Right. So during the time of 9/11, back in 2001, he lived in this trailer park that I think he still lives at.
Yeah.
And there was something with like a gas leak or something when one of the trailers caught on fire.
Yeah, you don't want
blew up or something. At the same time that 9/11 was happening. So he's telling all of our class about this story that
it's basically the same thing.
Their trailer park, this trailer caught on fire, blew up, whatever the fuck happened with it. So they thought he legitimately, I think he had learned. I think he was a little. He's a little fucked up.
He was a little stupid.
He's a little stupid, but
It was like Jussie Smollett.
he had the Jussie Smollett effect going on. He's a convicted pedophile, convicted pedophile at the time.
Right.
And he's telling us all in our English class about how they thought this obscure trailer park in central New York was under attack by terrorists because at the same time the Twin Towers were being attacked.
Well, that makes sense. I feel like the terrorists would definitely want to attack a random trailer park
because why not? There's no security there.
Right. Exactly.
So why not? So this trailer park blew up. The trailer blew up, not a trailer park.
Yeah.
But he's sitting there with his grandparents and his mama and papa and fucking. They thought that Mima. So. So he didn't make it. He dropped out.
Right.
But.
That is, he definitely was done after that year.
Even the teacher looked at us like, "Come on, this guy's."
He said it in class, in like a class.
Oh yeah.
He was like,
that was his essay. He had an essay about this, about the 9/11 attack. But it was on his trailer park that he looked at.
Right.
But realistically, it was just like a kerosene or whatever the fuck they fuel those trailers
with.
Was it? Or was it?
Or did the news cover it up?
Was it Osama bin Laden?
You know what I mean? It was probably an inside job, I think. That was the inside job. Bin Laden did all the other ones, but the inside job was the one at the trailer park.
Investigate Hilltop Trailer Parks. Or wherever. 311. But okay, now Taco Bell. We got Taco Bell. We got Taqueritos.
Yeah.
Fulton, New York. We got our new 5-star restaurant, Taco Bell.
Right.
I actually, I went to the Funny Bone last night. Saw a few comedians there.
So you went to Taco Bell on the way back?
No, but...
Well, Taco Bell's in there, right? In the Mall of Destiny.
Right. But on the way, 481, you're going past Taco Bell.
Yeah. And
there's still,
it's packed all the time.
It's still packed. It's about dinner time. Actually, it's after dinner time.
It's so weird. I wonder if Taco Bell's that packed in other places.
It's not, though.
Because, it's weird. It's like, I don't understand why. Maybe it's just that the area's been starved of Taco Bell for so long.
Right. But I've been to Taco Bell in Liverpool, in Camillus, in wherever. Central Square. And it's never packed.
Right.
It's moderate, whatever. But I'm going past Taco Bell in Fulton at 8 o'clock at night. And people are trying to pull in, and there's not enough room. You can't. Yeah. There's not enough. Still, last night. This is last night.
It's been open for
a month.
Probably
about 3 weeks.
A month. Yeah.
3 weeks a month. And they're still creating lines.
Yeah.
Out right to the road.
It's crazy. The 2 times I've gone there, I've had to wait for a while. I went inside once because it was really fast when I went inside because everybody's going through the drive-thru.
Yeah, they're too lazy.
It's not a pretty building either, really.
And it's new.
It looks new. Like there's parts of it that look new, but there's a big panel on one side that looks like rusted fucking metal. It's
which doesn't make sense because they literally just built that from the ground up.
Yeah, they had to.
They just built that.
Yeah.
But it's Fulton, New York, so they're like, here's a pile of rust. Use that.
We have to make it look a little rusty.
Because it's Fulton.
Yeah.
It's our new 5-star
restaurant. Now, that used to be where Carvel was and shit, right? That building was...
that plaza behind it was radiated.
It was longer, and they used to have Carvel all the way on the right side.
Yeah, and then it turned into UPS shipping place, and then it just died out.
Yeah.
I think there's still a liquor store
we used to
there.
Do ice cream, so we might as well do UPS here.
Right. Let's transition.
It's basically the same thing.
We can use the same shit that they have here. We have freezers. Right. We have UPS.
You need that for the envelopes.
Right. 2-day shipping. Yeah. Ship out that Taco Bell.
You have to freeze them. You have to freeze them for a couple days.
Yeah, freeze those tacos.
Yeah.
Taquerito.
2-day shipping is crazy. Dude, I've had things that I've ordered that show up the next day. It's so weird. And not even when you order 1-day shipping. Sometimes it's just fucking fast.
It's just there. It's a state over, and they're like, here you go.
It's fucking crazy.
It's from me to you.
Yeah.
But even, so coming back from the Funny Bone at 1 a.m, there's still a good 4 or 5 cars in that.
In the Taco Bell?
In the Taco Bell drive-thru. Which confuses me because if you're from Fulton, if you're from Oswego, which are the immediate areas that maybe have been deprived of Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You're still going there. You're from Oswego. You're from Fulton. You're still going to Destiny. You're still going to Liverpool. You're still going to wherever. And you're still getting Taco Bell.
Yeah, you can
There's still Taco Bell there. But yet, Fulton opens a Taco Bell, and it's fucking packed.
Yep. There's something. They must have something in that shit that gets you going.
I mean, the people that are going to Fulton for Taco Bell are the people that don't get it when they go to Destiny, though.
But they don't go to Destiny.
Yeah, that too.
That's the thing is, like, now it's like a 15-minute drive to get out there.
Yeah.
But you know what? You could go...
Because I get Taco Bell every time I go to Destiny, but that's because I don't go to Destiny often, which means I don't get Taco Bell often.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even... Okay, so you go to the one on... I can't remember what road it is. You go up 57. It's in Liverpool.
In, like, Clay or something?
Yeah, it's about a half hour away. So, technically, it's about 10 minutes more than the Fulton location that just opened.
Right. It's probably a quarter of the people there.
And right. So, you're going to go there and spend the extra 10 minutes of driving to get it without the hurry, the rush. You know, there's maybe 1 or 2 cars in line ahead of you. You get it, you go home.
Yeah, it's just the amount of money they have to pull in is just crazy because...
Right.
I mean, when you open... It's so weird. It's just when you deprive a area of a certain thing that they want, I mean, it's pretty obvious that they're going to get a ton of business when it comes in.
Right.
The question is longevity. I mean, I'm sure that, like, Fulton's still going to get a fucking bunch of fucking business in Taco Bell a couple of years down the line. Like,
well, here's what
going to.
But what I don't get is, okay, so we have had this fucking argument. Taco Bell for Oswego.
Right.
For years.
It's like, well, it's obvious that it needs to happen.
But
I mean, it would bring so much money into the city.
Yeah, but, I mean, like...
We should have done it first, because obviously Fulton jumped on that opportunity. It's pulling money into Fulton.
But you get, like, okay, so the person that owned Taco Bell in Oswego previously... it's a sketch. I don't know the whole details on it, but they owed money to the corporation. So whoever was going to open Taco Bell in Oswego,
they had to pay off that debt.
They had to pay off that debt. But besides that debt, where Ponderosa used to be, we're going to open up Taco Bell.
Yeah, that was the idea. Yeah,
but from what I've understood, the reason why we didn't open up a Taco Bell there was because
the Subway thing.
No, Dunkin' Donuts said. We also serve breakfast foods, and so does Taco Bell. So we don't like that. So we're against that. So they said, okay. So then they opened up in Fulton.
It's like,
right?
Doesn't McDonald's and Burger King also serve breakfast foods? Like,
yeah, and there's hotels there with the continental breakfast.
Right. Too. It's like there's plenty of options for breakfast.
So we have, Dunkin' Donuts that serves a croissant with bacon, egg, and cheese, or a croissant with or a breakfast sandwich.
Right.
Where Taco Bell serves like hash browns or like a taco with egg and... So
it's not really that much of a breakfast competitor.
Syracuse, Baldwinsville, any other fucking place, even Oswego, we got Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's right in literally the same area across the street. And they all still strive.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Taco Bell's so weird because, like, it's all the same shit, but it's, like, different forms. Like, everything at Taco Bell is the exact same thing, but it's in a different shell.
Right. Who owns Taco Bell? Like,
whoever wants to own it. Whoever has the money to own it.
You can franchise anything.
Right. We're talking about, like, what company runs Taco Bell.
What company runs Taco Bell?
Probably Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
But, like...
Yeah,
look
Taco
it up.
Bell owns Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Burger King doesn't own McDonald's. They own Burger King.
Yeah.
Yum Brands.
That's another one like Viacom where like they own a bunch of shit no one ever hears.
Yeah, no one really knows
they own
about
Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut, Long John Silver's, and A&W.
See, that explains a lot of shit because you look at not Camilla's. You look at
That's the thing. If you have a bunch of money, you can just start a brand like that and own a bunch of those fucking franchises.
I can't remember
because the big three are KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
Right, where
and now Pizza Hut is the pizza for the NFL, which means
Long John Silver's is big too, like
down
in
south.
certain areas.
Yeah, but like in Clay, there's a Pizza Hut, but there's also a KFC and Taco Bell together in the same building.
Yeah.
And I never got the connection
Yeah.
until you just said that.
Yeah, it's
So
like
I'm
A&W
okay,
KFC.
KFC, Taco Bell. Okay, this is a weird combination, but like, cool, I'm going to order
Is
Taco
it
Bell
though?
today. But
Is it though?
Is it?
Dude, think
Right.
of the two best fast food places to go to when you're hammered.
Right.
Yum.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yum.
KFC and
All
Taco
the yum
Bell.
places. It's all the
Yum.
yum places.
But realistically, KFC and Taco Bell combination, you've seen that restaurant. That's why.
Yeah,
They
I've also
own
seen
both of them. Yum Yum, or what's it called?
Yum.
I've also seen
Yum.
Domino's Pathfinder. There's one in Fulton.
specifically. I saw it today.
It's like, well,
Specifically.
we're
You know why?
I need
You know
this-
what Domino's actually needs, though? They need to do what Pizza Hut does and have it so you can sit down and eat there.
No, you know what Domino's needs to do is
Yeah.
bring back their mac and cheese pasta bowl.
That, too.
Because that's the most simple motherfucking pasta bowl you could have.
cheese and it's mac.
And it was the most popular one.
Yeah.
The fact that they took it away,
I still get the chicken bacon one.
it is good, but come on, mac and cheese pasta bowl.
Yeah,
You know what we had today before we came out? We went to fucking GS Steamers for lunch, dude.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
that.
about a fucking great goddamn meal.
Right.
The teaser pleaser at GS Steamers.
We got onion rings, we got
chicken tenders.
quesadillas, we got chicken tenders, we got mozzarella sticks and dipping sauce for $13,
14.
$14.
that's pretty good.
But then I'm like, I want to be healthy today, Jake. So I'm like,
Nope.
no, I'll
fucking
no,
blew
no,
it.
no, no. I'll order the broiled seafood platter. So I got a little tiny piece of haddock.
You got like a 6-ounce fillet of haddock.
Not even like a 3-ounce fillet of haddock.
6 ounces.
3 scallops and 3 magic number there
Shrimp.
Mm.
And then
And-
what? Like wax beans and stuff?
and some fucking
the
green
idea.
beans, yellow beans, and some carrots for $25.
That's how much that was?
$25.
That was $25?
yeah.
Dude, you could have gotten 2 teaser
Two.
It seems
two-
like
what were they
healthy.
called? Teaser
Teaser pleaser.
pleasers for $3 more than that broiled
Right.
fucking.
It
So
seems
$25
like,
healthy.
Healthy
And their
foods
chicken
come in
nugget or
smaller
their
portions.
dude, their chicken tenders at Steamers.
Good.
yeah.
Oh my
Great.
god.
That's the thing is like when it's shit's unhealthy, it comes in a bigger portion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and like Vinny said, it was like 5 or 6 onion rings. It was like 4 chicken tenders, 4 mozzarella sticks, and a full quesadilla
Fall case.
for $14.
Because they know you're not watching your weight.
Well, it's also an appetizer too. It's an appetizer that you're supposed to share.
Is it?
It is.
Is
It is.
it?
It is one.
Is chicken tenders an appetizer?
No, you buy an appetizer to share with the table.
It's a teaser pleaser. It's
Yeah, but
every
that doesn't-
appetizer you could get in a.
That's the thing is like I feel like an appetizer for me is something not.
It's like breadsticks.
Yeah.
But this is like the sampler of
Or like-
appetizers.
Right.
So
Or
it's
like those,
it's like a lot of. It's an 80% of the appetizers in one.
Yeah.
You
Or
can
like
also-
those garlic things at Ruby Tuesdays, those little bread things.
Like garlic knots.
What
They're
happened to those?
they're not garlic knots, but they're like
We've gone to Ruby Tuesdays like twice in the past like 3 weeks. We don't get those.
Yeah.
The little bread, the things, the little
Are those
cheddar.
supposed to be free?
Yeah,
They used to
You
just give
always
them
get
out.
them. It's kind of like a
the breadsticks at Olive
They
Garden.
were like
Olive
cheese.
Garden.
Yeah, it's like
endless.
like cheese.
The cheesy, flaky, garlicky.
See, let's talk about Ruby
Biscuits.
Tuesdays. Now.
Yeah, biscuits.
So Ruby
basically.
Tuesdays, we got
We got Ruby Tuesdays last week.
Yeah.
That was that fucking.
it was a
it's-
mix.
That was the first
Mixed
time
bag.
I've ever been to Ruby Tuesday where I was unsatisfied.
The drinks were good.
The drinks were great.
I got an appetizer. I got the
Shout out to Danny. She gave us her discount.
but the appetizer was
The
tater tots, but they're loaded tater tots. Excellent. I fucking loved them.
They were
But
great.
then I got a great job.
Yeah, it's like cheddar cheese and fucking chives and bacon and
Amazing.
onions.
Sex.
Yeah,
Fucking sex.
wicked good.
But I got a side of fries and a chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly what the chicken sandwich. It was some kind of cheese, like Asiago cheese, whatever, special kind of cheese. I had a bite in that fucking shit like it was a
hockey puck.
Yeah, like a hockey puck.
Yeah,
it was very rubbery. It reminded me of elementary school.
Mm.
Yeah, elementary school is known for its rubber.
It's rubber.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Yep. There goes
But there goes the rubber. No, but it made me sick to my stomach.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine so.
The chicken was so rubbery. You had to like take it, bite it, and like you had more chicken than bun because the chicken was like so fucking tough.
Yeah.
You know, it's this very. Tater tots were great. You can't fuck up tater tots.
No. How do you fuck up tater tots?
But the chicken was like, you took you went in your freezer, you grabbed a chicken patty.
Right.
You unthawed it, you cooked
Put
it.
it in the microwave.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't get the prime burger.
But you shouldn't have to.
You gotta get the 100% USDA choice beef.
But is it really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I doubt
it.
Because
It's like, here's a frozen motherfucking patty.
My belly hurt when I was done. My belly never hurts after eating Ruby Tuesday. Because I always get the prime. I get the same thing every time I go. I get the smokehouse. I get the.
But you didn't.
Not that time. I usually get the prime smokehouse burger. I got the regular smokehouse burger.
You
that
don't
time.
get it the same thing every time you go.
He's right.
You're not allowed to side with him. You're not supposed to.
I mean, you said you.
Yeah, but you said you get everything the same.
Oh my god!
But this time you didn't.
I love that you guys pick apart what I say when you want to go against me, but when I use my own ebonics to talk normally, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense, Jake.
No.
It does make sense.
No,
Fucks.
it doesn't really make sense.
Fucking faggots.
But the Prime House burger. If you don't get that,
Smokehouse burger.
The Prime House.
The prime smokehouse burger.
the smoke that they use is prime. But
It's all about the smoke, really. It is.
you got
Take
smoke.
two number nines.
Two number
a number
nines.
7 large.
You know, I went to some fucking arcade place. We went up to Rochester to see Between the Buried and Me last weekend.
Was it the arcade place that has the bar in it?
Yeah. It's
What-
called
yeah.
something Swole Burger or something.
Yup. Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing to those burgers? They are
They're
so
putting
good.
crack in them.
They have to put crack in those.
Really?
It was unbelievable.
That's the place I was telling you about that had all the pinball machines.
Did they have pinball machines? We just went upstairs and ate the food. I don't know. We didn't really play any games. We didn't have a ton of time before.
It had a huge bar. Behind the bar, it had like video game consoles and stuff.
Yeah, and all the lights and shit.
Yeah, dude, that place is amazing.
It was really cool. It's somewhat expensive, but like it was so goddamn good. And they gave me a ton of fries. Jesus. I was like, holy shit. It was like $4, but it was like 8 something for a burger and fries. But the burger was unbelievable. Like you could taste like the flame broil to it. Like it was something.
You know what the best burger is though?
Burger King, Taco Bell, 100% Prime, A&W.
Five Guys?
I peed in Five Guys once.
You never been to Five Guys?
I did.
He just said he
I
peed
did.
in
I
there.
did to pee in there, and that
You
was
did
it.
piss in there. You didn't order anything.
Yeah, it was a decent bathroom. I mean, it was like pretty average. I didn't get any food though.
They're pretty pricey. They'll overload you on your fries.
Yeah,
They'll
let you. They'll let you piss.
They'll let you piss, regardless if you're a customer or not.
Right. I mean, they were pretty nice. They were about to close, and I had to piss.
But they're a little overpriced.
Are they?
Are they?
What's the prices? We got to get the prices. Pull the prices up.
It's like $11 or $12 for a fucking burger and fries.
That's a little bit expensive.
They're
though.
pretty prime.
Not at all. For how good it is? You're telling me you drink? You're not allowed to have this conversation because you buy Black Velvet.
Yeah, it's only $20.
Well, see, I've been to
it's not overpriced.
I've been to the West Coast.
That's why I get it.
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger is by far. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. In-N-Out Burger always has my heart.
That's what
Animal
they say.
style In-N-Out Burger and fries and a milkshake from there.
Okay, a fucking
beats
fucking
anything.
cheeseburger
Oh, bullshit.
from Five Guys is only $7.
I don't give a fuck.
A burger and fry from Five Guys is only $7. That is way cheaper than I thought it was.
Okay, but In-N-Out Burger beats the fucking
No,
shit.
it doesn't. No.
Have you had
Yes, I
In-N-Out?
have.
You
and
have?
it's garbage because In-N-Out is the
No.
same as Whataburger.
No,
And
it
Whataburger,
isn't.
yes, it is.
I never had Whataburger.
Yeah, it's this. You've been to In-N-Out, haven't you?
Yeah.
Then you've been to Whataburger.
No.
They're the same company. They're owned by Viacom.
Whataburger. Well, it's better than Five Guys.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Listen, Five Guys doesn't have the option of animal style.
Right. It doesn't have the prime.
What the fuck is Animal Style?
Have you never had animal style
Aren't they all
In-N-Out
animal
Burger?
style?
No.
They are.
It's basically like their own mixture of.
It's
So
shaped
it's-
like an animal.
Say you get animal style French fries
Okay.
from In-N-Out Burger. It's basically their like mix of bacon, their special sauce, and like a cheese and something else.
So a loaded. It's like
It's like a loaded fry and a loaded burger,
but with the special formula.
but with a special
Mac
formula,
sauce.
like the formula. It gave me that. Yeah,
It's just watered down
Ravioli,
ranch, I guarantee you.
bullshit.
That's what Mac sauce is. It's just
Literally.
mayonnaise and fucking.
But
like,
you know
What is
what?
it,
Five Guys
mayonnaise
doesn't
and,
have
Worcestershir sauce.
right, but Five Guys
Probably.
doesn't have that option. Go to In-N-Out Burger and get animal style. And
all right, let's go.
even if you want to say their burger is better, I still think In-N-Out Burger is better. But their milkshakes, I'm always a chocolate guy. I'm never a vanilla guy.
Chocolate.
But when you go to In-N-Out Burger, I get a vanilla shake and I'm in love. It's the best milkshake I've ever had. The best by far. Have you ever had a milkshake from In-N-Out?
I've had a milkshake from Whataburger, so yes. And I don't understand everybody's fascination with In-N-Out and Whataburger and all that. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. I don't get it.
Carl's Jr. and Hardy can fuck off.
I don't get
Yeah.
it. I don't get
Now,
all
which
these,
one more,
all these
though?
regional fast food or like slow food chains, whatever you want to call them. I don't get because literally,
Have you ever had Freddy's custard?
I don't know. I don't know anybody named Freddie, and I certainly don't want to try his custard.
Well,
Right.
you definitely do. Even
Well,
if
you
you're,
definitely want to try his custard.
he's got a great burger and he's got a great custard. But no, seriously,
Tubby custard.
Tubby custard. Freddy's custard. I had it when I was in Arizona, and it was great. Their fries are actually, I will admit, their fries are better than In-N-Out Burger.
They got more salt.
They have way more salt.
Yeah. McDonald's fries are salt. There's no potato taste. It's just salt.
Their fries are amazing, though.
It's because if it's salt is good, then that's it.
Five Guys,
Sodium. Your
Five
sodium
Guys'
levels.
fries are better than McDonald's, though.
Are
Are
they?
potato wedges fries?
No. They're wedges.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Are waffle fries fries?
No.
It's the same
Are tater
thing.
tots fries?
Definitely not.
It's the
The
same
tater
thing.
tots.
Are curly fries fries?
No.
It's the same thing.
Arby's.
Thank you. It's all the same thing.
No. It might be a potato.
We talked about Arby's. We talked about Arby's last episode, and I honestly,
Their curly fries, though, like they have a little spice to them, you know? They
yeah.
got a
Well,
little-
I still lament all the times that I never took advantage of having an Arby's in Oswego because Arby's now is one of my favorite places to go to.
Yeah, bring that back.
What's there
Arby's.
now? A Sherwin-Williams?
They got to pay it.
We still have an Arby's.
They're like, yeah, we had an Arby's, but we're just paint.
We sell
just sell
paint.
paint.
We're just paint.
It's another thing where like you have all the same assets, you know?
Lead.
We'll just convert it. Like Carvel to Taco Bell. Carbell.
Fuck off with the Snapchat,
What is
dude.
he on Instagram?
Yeah, he's fucking sending dick pics and shit.
Carvel's.
It's not even his dick.
Sending other people's dicks.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah, you know, you could probably just Google dick pic, right? And get a bunch of dick pics and just send them to people and say that they're yours.
Yeah, right.
How are they going to fucking know?
Until it's
Until
D-Day.
it's too late.
D-Day.
Yeah.
We got Dick Day.
Yeah. When you have to present.
We got to storm the beach. And there's your fucking micro penis.
Right. But what are they going to say? At that point, they're in too deep.
At that point, they're like, well, maybe not in too deep.
You know, maybe it's cold in the room. You know, you could just say it's cold.
You guys are fucked up.
But you storm that beach. You already burned your boat, so you're not going back.
Right.
What? What do you mean you burned
You
your
storm
burn
the
your
beach.
boat, so you have no choice but to storm that fucking
That
beach.
didn't
Right.
happen.
You burned
Yes,
the
it
boat.
did.
No, it didn't.
They burned their fucking boat.
No,
to
they
the
Of course
did
you
not.
did. Yes.
Fucking no.
What is the
We're
first
either
thing you
storming
do?
it
Yeah, what is the
taking
first thing you do
over
when you
or
land on a
not.
deserted island? The first thing you do when you land on a deserted island is burn your boat.
First off, Normandy Beach was not deserted. Second off, they did not light their boats on fire when they landed. You
Of course
fucks.
they did. You have to.
You
Because you don't want the enemy to take your boat. You know
right.
what I mean?
Then why would Germany leave? It's their fucking place. What are you talking about?
Because it's like it's a move of masculinity. You know, you're like,
Right.
we're here. We burn our boats. We're here to stay.
Yeah.
We're here to
Like, we ain't
fucking.
going nowhere.
This is
Like,
us.
it's a-
this is
yeah.
we.
It's a
We're
posturing.
here.
It's a posturing move. You
You
know?
fucking lawyer up. Your chest is puffed out. You're like, this is our fucking beach now.
Right.
This isn't Normandy Beach anymore. This is
In and Out Beach.
In and Out. This is Five Guys Burger or Get Out and
We're
Fries.
here to stay. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I would do.
Freedom Fries.
That's what Gilligan did.
Gilligan's Island. He
Yeah.
took it over.
He went there. He burned his boat, and that was it.
They fucking got rid of his boat,
And then they made a sitcom out of it.
What's this beach called? It's called Gilligan's Island.
They were
now.
like, luckily we have these professional cameras here to
right. It
fucking
wasn't
shoot a
Skipper's
shit sitcom.
Cove. It wasn't the doctor's fucking. You know,
It wasn't
What?
anything that had
It was
nothing to do with
Gilligan's
Mary
Beach.
Ann. It had
Mary
nothing
Ann.
to do with the
this
skipper.
isn't
How do
Mary
you guys
Ann's.
know so much about Gilligan's Island?
How do you not know anything?
I don't know anything about Gilligan's Island.
Nick at Night.
I could draw a picture of Gilligan right now.
Right.
For
You just
to
need a
T.
hat. You just need the hat.
The white hat, the red shirt, the confused face. It's
Right.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, you know they probably all smelled like shit after a little while. You know.
Even Marion.
Especially Marion.
Yeah, you know it was like.
I can't believe you literally drank that entire fifth of whiskey in like 2 hours.
Oh, that ain't shit. Wait, what is this? Crown?
Apple.
Apple. Crown Regal Apple or Royal Apple?
Royal Apple.
Royal.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
Regal.
first one.
Oh, it is Regal.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is. Crown
Regal Apple.
What?
Is it Regal or Royal?
No, it's Royal Regal. Apple.
Royal Regal Apple.
It's both.
And I bought a
Is
bottle
it
of-
Macintosh Apple or is it
It's green, so it's probably Granny Smith.
it's Granny Smith
Will
Apple?
Smith. Will Smith. Apples.
Will Smith as the genie.
Will Smith,
apple.
aka Genie. Yeah.
Well, I
Bibbidi
bought a
bobbidi
bottle
boo.
of Hennessy, and I'm pretty excited for it.
I forgot the Duke game was tonight. Huh?
Well, let's talk about that for a second. We got Coach Boeheim.
Old Jim Boeheim.
I have
Old
600. I
Jimmy.
have 690 things to say about that.
He killed someone unintentionally.
Yep.
Okay, first of all, the guy that he hit was already in an accident.
It wasn't an accident.
They hit the guardrail or something.
Hit a guardrail. They're
They got out
outside of the car.
Which, okay,
They're not supposed
why
to
are
do.
you getting out
Why
of
are
the
you
car and
outside of
walking
your car?
around? Why are you getting out and walking around on the fucking...
He literally, I read an article today. Boeheim got out of his car. He actually started going back towards oncoming traffic, obviously on the side of the road, with his cell
He
phone.
was like 70 years old, wasn't he?
74, with his cell phone light on, trying to like get the attention of oncoming cars to warn them.
Flag somebody down. Yeah.
Right, and not even to flag
Wait a
someone,
minute,
just
wait a
to
minute,
just to
wait a
warn
minute.
them that
Hang on,
you know
hang on.
there's something going on here.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
That's what... isn't that what caution
hazard
lights
lights
are
are
for?
for?
Yeah.
Right, but he was running past that at 74, trying because you know he wanted to.
He wanted to show how in shape he was, you know. He
You know,
wanted to
he's
show he
still,
was-
but no, I mean, he's not, you know, everyone, I don't know what everyone's opinion about him is.
Are we talking about Boeheim?
Yeah, Coach Boeheim. You know, it's not like he's this ignorant, arrogant, old asshole.
It just happened to be him that hit him.
Just
Like,
happened to be him that hit him. And instead of acting like an asshole and saying, I'm sitting in my car and I'm calling my lawyer like an arrogant asshole,
Yeah.
he got out of his fucking car on a cold fucking February day and ran back towards the accident, trying to warn other oncoming traffic.
It wasn't a Tony Stewart situation, like he didn't just hit him because he
hit him and kept going, or hit him and just fucking didn't give a fuck. He wanted to warn other people, like shit, fucking shit's going on.
What? Hang on. If this works,
the Duke game. You bringing up the Duke game?
Apparently, I can just stream the Duke game.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
The cast.
Those
the live cast
network apps let you do that a lot of time. I know NBC does it.
So I can just have the game.
I do it for Sunday Night Football. I used to.
But
the bottom line is he's obviously a public figure here, and
he's probably a public figure nationally, though.
Right? Yeah. But I think the thing is, just because it was. I mean, it's just an unfortunate thing, really, that it happened to be him.
Classic tragedy.
And I mean, it sucks for the guy that got hit, but still, it's like, get off the road.
Car.
I heard he had a Duke's jersey on. Regardless,
it said "Go Duke." It said "Beat Orange."
It said Dukes. But besides the point,
he was coming from a game, right?
He's coming, yeah.
Boeheim was. That was right after the game, I think. It was 11 at night, but
why isn't it?
It says CBS Sports.
He didn't have Crown Royal in him, but he did have piss and vinegar, and that's why he ran towards oncoming traffic with his cell phone light on and try to warn people that, hey, there's a dead car in front of us. There's people running all over the fucking median, of course.
Now, it's crazy for him that he got in 2 accidents.
Right.
At one fucking time, basically. And I don't know how long he was walking around for, but that's still fucking crazy.
At least he didn't try to just do the whole, I'm keeping quiet, I'm waiting for my lawyer, fuck you guys are peasants, you guys are no one. Even though I just hit one of you.
I just think it's like, get back in the car and fucking wait.
But
you got your phone. I mean, doesn't everybody have a cell phone? Call for some fucking help. Why are you flagging people down?
You got your adrenaline rushing. You're just trying to, he doesn't know what to do. I can't imagine hitting a human being. I've came close
with a car.
I've came close to hitting deer. I've been hit by a car myself. I can't imagine actually hitting someone.
Have you been hit by a deer yourself?
Not quite. I've been butted by a deer.
That's a different thing.
Deer has butted me as I try to pet it at Fort Ricky's, but
he knows it happened immediately. So, I mean, I guess you have to stop.
I mean, you're going at least 65.
You're cruising, yeah, for sure.
At least 65. No one goes.
But everybody's going 75.
Right, you're going at least 73. At least 73. So you're hitting a human that weighs an average of 150 pounds at 73 miles per hour.
Right.
Instantly, that's death at 70 plus miles per hour.
Yeah, definitely is. Immediately. I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. At least he didn't fucking have
But
to
still, you're seeing that split second of, you hear the plump, and you see that, just flicker, that body just fucking
Well, it's
flick
just
off
so
your
much
car.
more intense when you hit anything in a car because you feel it. It's such a heavy piece of equipment. And,
Well, I mean, I've ran over a chipmunk, and you almost feel the crunch of the bone.
Yeah.
And then you look in the rearview mirror.
Your butthole tingles up a little bit.
And you see the twitching of the chipmunk's body. And it's like, wow. I just killed something that was living.
Yeah. And it's weird because I feel like that impact when you kill a human being has to be magnified a million times.
I bet it feels really good.
Yeah, I bet he loved it.
I can't see. I mean, I think the guy was around his mid-50s. So he's got a family, maybe a wife, kids, whatever.
Right.
So not only did you kill that presence, but you killed the presence to other people, too. You killed the kid. You killed the guy's kids. You killed the guy. There's a part of him that you killed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely it impacts everybody, right?
Why are you being so fucking sentimental about some dude that died in a car crash? Did you get this sentimental about like every accident that you read about the news, or is it only because it happened locally?
No, it's just like you got to think about it every once in a while. You don't know when your time is over. You could die tomorrow. You could die next month. You could die 50 years from now.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm immortal.
Yeah, well, I'm also not going to get out of the car and start waving my camera phone around,
Whatever, yeah.
Also,
I'm not going to point fingers or anything.
I mean, certainly there's parties to blame. I mean, but it's also just a fucking situation that happened. And
I don't think
unavoidable.
I don't think you can't blame Coach Boeheim. From what I've heard, it wasn't like these guys were off the road. They were in the median. They were in like 2 lanes.
Right.
Where
he took a sobriety test and everything. It's not like he was drunk.
But the other thing too, you gotta look at is like, was it like a blizzard? The road conditions
Freezing
weren't
rain.
I don't think they were that bad. Where whoever was driving that other vehicle, fucking went off the road and hit a guardrail. They had to have been driving either too fast or erratically or not paying attention.
No, it was freezing rain that night.
That's what the report said.
Yeah, but you gotta think, even if it's freezing rain, even if it's freezing rain out, you're on the highway.
Yeah.
But you're on a highway, a busy highway, 690. The highway itself is gonna be warmer than, like, say,
people are driving on it constantly.
So that constant driving on that, especially on a game like that, Syracuse.
But it definitely wasn't optimal conditions for a road to be. You could say that it was optimal conditions and that somebody was at fault if it was like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a summer day. But it was 1 a.m. with freezing rain. So obviously that had something to do with it.
But they were driving too fast for the conditions.
Right, that's probably true. They probably were driving too fast for I've
been driving too fast for conditions, and I still didn't fuck up.
I think everybody drives too fast for the conditions.
Right.
I don't know why.
Maybe they didn't have good. Maybe they didn't have snow tires. Maybe they have good snow tires. Maybe they didn't.
But it's like, it's one thing to sit here and be like, you got to think about these kids lost their dad, and then at the same time be like, he was driving too fast. Like, you can't look at all the variables for something that about the accident that doesn't matter and then completely ignore the fact that the road conditions were not good. When the DA straight up says the road conditions were not good, you're not allowed to be like, well, it only happened because you drove too fast.
I'm not saying it only happened because he drove too fast, but
certainly was a lot of factors. I think the thing is,
I think the reason he died is because he got out of the car.
Well certainly.
You wouldn't got
exactly.
Hit. But
if
he didn't drive too fast, he wouldn't have been on the side of the road either.
Was it he was a passenger? Wasn't he?
It was the passenger that got out of the car. Yeah.
Well,
maybe
there you
the
go.
passenger was driving. Was the passenger drunk?
If the passenger was driving, then it's a different story. Because that's much harder to do, for one thing, to drive from the passenger seat.
We gotta go to GS Steamers for lunch more often, dude.
Yeah,
that's a good spot.
It's decent.
You should have came with us, Seth. It was great.
It's not good for you.
So, you eat Little Caesars and Calios.
I haven't had Little Caesars or Calios in a long time. Well, I had Calios. Maybe a couple months ago, but
couple months.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
No,
as long as you exercise, you can eat whatever you want.
Well, yeah.
You don't. You don't drink soda either.
I don't want to say that
soda
because
you really got to burn a lot, dude.
Right.
Like, what's weird is like I've been using like an app for
counting
just health, counting calories.
It is,
dude.
Sucks.
It is crazy when you realize like how much like a McChicken does. It takes like half of your calories for the day. So like when you're trying to limit them, it's like you're not eating.
Well, see,
shit.
I've went through different nutritionists. I've went through.
It's not all about calories.
I went through different ones for like they all have different beliefs and shit.
Right.
One of them that
it's because everyone's
and stuff.
Everyone's body's different. You're gonna do a different thing. Everything you put into your body is gonna react differently with everyone because everyone's built differently.
One I went through believed solely on macronutrients. So you're looking at your protein, your fat, and your carbs.
Right.
Yeah,
your calories.
I've seen that one too.
And
Well, sodium is a thing that people don't pay attention to either.
No.
See, that's what my point is. Like, so
Potassium.
So he would tell me, take X amount of protein, carbs, and fats for the day.
Right.
But you don't think of your micronutrients, which are your vitamins and your say like your vegetables, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone that's really struggling gets put on a strictly macronutrient diet.
We're just watching him chat with people.
Yeah, Zamaya.
Sorry,
But yeah,
Zamaya.
so
No, Zamaya and I, he got Insurgency Sandstorm tonight, or yesterday, and he wants to play tonight. You should play with us.
I'll play, yeah.
For
as
sure.
As long as I finish this editing. It's all also has to be done on the computer, which I don't know if I have the RAM for that.
But you gotta figure, a lot of people look at macronutrients. So you could say 200 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs.
And you have to know what's going to give you that, too.
But a lot of people...
what to eat for
right,
that.
and a lot of people see that and go, okay, I could eat a Wendy's cheeseburger. And it could give me 30 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of fat,
and
or whatever it
calories.
is. But they don't look at the other shit that's in it.
There's a lot of other shit that's in it that doesn't come with like what they tell you on the nutrition labels and shit.
And a lot of these fake nutritionists out there go, well, macronutrients is everything. Just count your macros. But if you're eating a bunch of shit food and getting your protein from it, but then you're getting like 100 grams of sugar, that's also sticking to you.
Yeah.
So you're really...
Yeah, and they recommend about 1,500, I think it's milligrams of sodium a day, and you always eat...
Exceed it.
Always. At least double that.
I forgot what it was. There's
so if you eat things without salt, you'll be okay. I mean, salt is obviously what that is.
Yeah.
Now, you know a lot more than I do about this, but I've read that your sodium levels can be offset by how much water you drink, too.
Sure. Yeah.
If you
water can offset a lot of things just because it flushes your system.
A lot of people are dehydrated.
Yes.
There's
a lot of people that don't drink water enough at all. My girlfriend doesn't drink any water.
Right.
She drinks a lot of Gatorade and shit, and it's like, well, that's not good.
My grandma's the same
you have
way.
to drink water.
Yeah.
You have
80,
to drink water.
Drink water, goddammit.
She had this, like case where she drank water and got sick. She got sick from drinking water because it was contaminated.
Because it was from a well.
Probably. Well, it was contaminated.
From Flint, Michigan.
Flint. It had bleach in it, but no.
Right.
It was contaminated and she got sick. So now she's, she drinks coffee, but anytime she drinks water, she feels sick because of that time. It's that mind-body connection. Like, I drink water and now I get sick.
I mean, coffee has a lot of water in it.
I guess, but
if you're making it in like...
You got caffeine that's a dehydrant.
I was going to say, caffeine dehydrates too. Which is why a lot of energy drinks have like B vitamins and sodium and all that other stuff in it.
If you get a Dunkin' iced coffee, you're drinking mostly water, though.
Yeah, you got a lot of ice.
He fucking hates iced coffee so much.
Seth
does.
Iced coffee?
Really?
I love iced coffee.
I fucking love iced coffee.
I do like
I drink iced coffee all the time.
You always talk shit about it.
No, I don't.
You do.
I drink it all the time.
No, you don't.
I do. I drink the iced coffee at McDonald's. Or,
you know what you should do, Vinny?
What?
Dunkin' Donuts.
You should get a computer.
Okay.
And play computer video games with us.
What's that to do with iced coffee?
It's almost the same thing.
I don't want to talk about coffee anymore. I want to talk about Insurgency Sandstorm.
No. I want to talk about
He wants to talk about nutrition.
Oh my god.
We got a little nutrition coverage.
We were talking about sodium.
We got water intake.
Fuck. Just drink Pedialyte once a day. You're fine. You'll die in your 30s.
Right. Either way, we're gonna all die in our 30s. But
yeah.
Back to the water intake here. Not all water is created equally.
Right.
What's better, spring, purified, or distilled?
I like alkaline water.
Yeah.
Is that like the black water?
It's a little higher pH. It helps balance you out a little more. You can get it from Green Planet groceries.
Oh, so it's like $30 a bottle?
No, honestly, it's not even that much more. But you get
alkaline? You mean alkaline?
Alkaline. Tomato.
So it's batteries.
Alkaline.
Ray of
alkaline. Charge your batteries. Recharge.
That actually brings me to a point. I laughed really hard the other day.
Alkaline water.
I have batteries, right? You have batteries, probably.
Everyone has
has
batteries.
batteries. Well, I have batteries for my Xbox controller, and I
don't use that many disposable batteries. Most of them are rechargeable. So
I use 2 every other week or maybe every 3 weeks.
I don't get why you wouldn't get rechargeable batteries. It's like
We have an immense surplus of disposable batteries,
right?
Because
if you get them from work or whatever, you know.
Well, I was gonna say at Toys for Tots, when people donate, you're not allowed to donate like toiletries or sundries or clothes or batteries,
right?
Because they can be
Still, it's
dangerous.
Like you buy a rechargeable battery set once, and I've had that one for 7 years or whatever.
You have no idea how much I lose things. I actually have like 3 St. Christopher. I actually lost the one that I brought here. I thought it was right here. I don't know where it is.
The batteries?
My necklace. I have no idea what I did with it. Oh, it's right there. See, that's why I need a big box of batteries.
That's why you need glasses with batteries.
But what I was getting to was the way I opened this package of Duracell Quantum batteries, and it says like on the box package, it says like lasts 2 times as long as Energizer Max Lithium or whatever. But the way that I ripped the package open, it says lasts twice as long as a battery. And I looked at it the other day and I thought that was the funniest shit in the world. Like that'd be like a Tim and Eric purple mattress tagline.
Yeah.
Like buy these Duracell Quantum batteries. They last twice as long as a battery.
Yeah. That's a poor package design.
Yeah, it's like right in like the clamshell part where you rip the batteries, like you have the whole package. It's like that.
Right.
And then you have the battery part, which is like that. But then the top is like the cardboard. And I ripped it just right.
Yeah, like a lot of like kids' toys used to be those plastic on the cardboard.
Yeah.
And you could just rip them apart. But nowadays, like they're all
plastic
tie
on
wrapped and
plastic.
shit. And like
It's a clamshell design.
dude, when I was a
Because-
fucking kid and my toy was wrapped in a bunch of tie wraps and it needed
You didn't play
batteries
with
and
it.
shit, it was like no.
Well, how about so you see the plastic on plastic where you almost have to stick a knife through it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the clamshell
Well,
design.
with phones or like anything expensive, usually you have to get in there good.
You know what the worst was? When you would buy video games from certain stores and they'd be in those sketchy fucking boxes that you had to open at your house. You had to pull out like the 3 plastic tabs and then unscrew a thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was like Best Buy and Toys R Us and those big stores in Syracuse had them.
Oh, like the plastic like security things, like the
Yeah,
boxes.
there were places where you
I
would...
thought they were supposed to take those off before.
Sometimes they didn't. I remember getting games...
because they're supposed to go off with the metal detector thing, like the detector that is
Yeah,
by
I never
the
had
door.
one of them.
That never happened to you? That happened to me
No.
like a few times when I was
Yeah,
younger.
they always take them out.
Where I'd buy a game and it was in that like sketchy fucking security box and you'd have to like unscrew shit and pull tabs out.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus,
Like
you
a
need to get a
Phillips-
Phillips head and
Phillips
shit.
head.
Yeah.
Straight
It's
fucking
a flathead.
gear McKee
It was
and
a
fucking.
flat- It was
You're
like
using
it was
like
a-
you're
was a
using like a
flathead
pipe
and a-
wrench to fucking get it open.
It was a flathead and a watch screwdriver.
Wow. See,
SU's losing. They're
Yeah,
that game's over.
Boeheim's a little depressed, I think.
Boeheim's not there.
No, he is there.
He's
No,
gotta
he's
be there.
not.
Yeah, he is.
Prove it.
Are the X's missed shots?
Yeah.
Because
Boeheim
they're
did
missing.
not show
They've
up.
missed every shot. Then is what that
But
looks
realistically, the last time I was at Toys R Us for a serious purchase was a Game Boy Advance SP
like. A Game Boy Advance SP.
back in like 6th grade.
Jim
Those are
Boeheim
great.
will coach his Syracuse basketball team Saturday versus Duke. Jim Boeheim will resume his coaching duties this afternoon and will coach his Syracuse basketball team Saturday when Duke visits the Carrier Dome for a 6 p.m. game.
Sure, but he's not all there
Mentally,
mentally.
I mean, he hit a guy.
Physically, he's there in presence, but
right.
mentally, he's still on 690.
Yeah, like his the road conditions of his brain are not there.
They're still icy.
Some freezing rain on the brain.
There's still a blizzard condition in his brain.
Yeah. They're fine.
Poor Coach B.
It looks like they're
Dude,
missing.
it's been a rough month for him. He peed himself on live TV.
No, he
Right.
didn't.
He did.
Is
pee
that
himself,
real?
Yeah.
He did. You didn't see that?
I really don't follow news
He
much.
pissed
man.
good. He pissed good.
Is this real? He pissed himself?
Oh, he definitely pissed.
He doesn't even have a diaper.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. He might have had
himself.
Didn't he have some kind of fucking?
He had prostate cancer.
No, he
There
didn't.
we go. There, get some
Prostate
Joe Rogan.
cancer.
laughing
Yes,
there.
he did.
He had prostate.
He had prostate cancer.
And he pissed himself.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what happens, you know.
That's why. And then you kill someone. Really?
Yeah. Look at that stain, dude.
Really?
That's a stain right there.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. So within within a month, he pissed himself on live TV and then killed a guy.
Yeah. Well, you know, he
It
probably
could be
pissed
worse, I
himself when he
guess.
killed the guy too. You know,
That's a good month.
they didn't get it on camera.
Fuck.
Hey, aren't you the dude that
Look
pissed
at
himself
it.
and then killed the guy? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
me.
mean, what are you gonna say? No,
Insecretion.
What are you gonna do about it, bud?
you ain't gonna lie about it. What? You're not Jussie
Jussie
Smalls.
Schmalls.
Jesse's mullet.
Jussie Smalls. He pissed himself. Fake.
Yeah.
It's apple juice. And
Yeah.
had someone attack him.
I watched all the.
Fake.
I found my old YouTube channel the other day, and
Was Jussie Smalls on there?
I was watching the video of
Jussie.
Jesse getting
Jussie.
shaved by a bunch of people.
Jussie.
Sketchy house
Oh,
behind.
Jesse. Yeah, the real Jesse.
We shaved like the whole side of his head, like, and this was when he had like long hair.
Yeah,
We shaved like half of his head, and
I remember seeing that video.
so good.
He had like shoulder length hair, and he shaved it off.
He was bald on one side, and then the other side wasn't. Like, it was just long hair.
So like Gary Carpenter.
I mean, I don't know why people don't rock that. You know?
Like Gary Carpenter does.
Does he?
Well,
Oh, he has like a kind of.
he kind of has that like at least when he was on the Voice, right?
Yeah, it was like a.
He had a half
You know, you
shaved
get
half,
like a 3 on this side.
half like gentleman's cut.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I couldn't do that myself. I couldn't pull that off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we missed an opportunity with him, dude. I think we should have had him on right after he was on The Voice.
Or even during the Voice, if that's possible.
Yeah. Well,
Or was he? No,
he would have
not
been.
really.
He would have been not.
He would have
here.
been not in a suite.
We should still get him on though. I played Apex Legends with him the other day. In
Jussie
Rocket League.
Smollett?
No. Gary Carpenter.
Oh. I missed it. I'm
Honestly,
sorry.
yeah.
I was
But
on a phone.
I was saying, like, if we would have got him on during The Voice,
Right.
when everybody was searching for him, you know,
It
would
could
have
have
helped
been a
us out.
nice little plus.
It totally wouldn't have helped him out, though.
It would have helped us out for sure.
Right.
Well, The Voice would have been over anyway.
Yeah, it would have been neutral to him.
Yeah. Well, he's doing the. He just did the national anthem for the Duke game tonight.
Really?
Yeah, he was
No,
singing the anthem.
really?
Yeah.
He did the national anthem.
Yeah.
For the Syracuse Duke game.
We missed it.
That's pretty big.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That is
I wanna
pretty.
watch that.
Honestly, that's pretty big.
Let's give Gary a plug.
It
Gary's
just
a good-
it just happened. We
Yeah,
missed it,
I
obviously.
know.
He's
What
got great
what
vo-
quarter are they playing?
No,
The game's over.
Oh, it is?
There's
What
only
time
2
they
halves.
start?
They started at 6.
This is Boeheim peeing again.
Look,
Yeah, see
you
what I
have
got.
to see this. You ain't cool unless you piss your pants.
Ain't cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he posted about it on Facebook. He was
No,
singing the
you know,
anthem.
I sing it. I sing it out loud when I'm in my car alone,
Right.
and I blow. I realize that. I realize I'm tone deaf,
Well, you know, you got to learn to project. You know.
but you know, I realize anyone that makes it any distance in The Voice or American Idol or what, you know,
I mean, if you get on TV, then you have some sort of talent. You know.
right? Where like me, I know I'm garbage when it comes to singing, but no, to have someone from the small town like us even be on TV for The Voice is, you know, it's
All right, it's something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like American Idol or whatever when that was big. It's like if you could get on that show, you know, you knew you had something.
You were either a huge joke or you had some kind of talent,
right. Yeah,
Because we had what was that?
William Hung.
William Hung, you know, she
Yeah, but he was-
bang,
he was
she
great.
bang, oh
Wait, what's,
baby,
what's-
she
He
moves.
was pretty good though.
Oh, there it
It was
is.
great. Yeah.
I don't know if they'd have a video of his anthem already though.
Probably not.
You know, it just happened. Probably not a couple hours ago.
But that is something to be proud of. I mean,
Yeah, no, for sure.
you know, I can't even get a ticket right now to go fucking see that. I couldn't get one. It's been sold out for days.
Right. William Hung's pretty big, so
Yeah, you don't want to miss the bang and the shebang.
right.
But
There was a couple of them that got big just for being bad.
oh yeah,
You know?
they had to carry him on a little bit just because they're so fucked up. You
I need to watch this again.
There we go again. We got
3 times we've seen Jim
Boeheim piss his own pants.
We're just adding salt to the fucking wound here.
What is this?
Is this one of the bad?
We got
guys?
what's his face? What's this? Ryan Seacrest?
Sanjaya, dude.
Sanjaya. Looks like Shaggy.
I don't remember this guy.
No.
Dude,
He looks like M. Night Shyamalan.
he was like he was a 4chan hoax because he was wicked bad and he ended up making it, and 4chan would call and text and vote him in, and he made it all the way to like the final 12 or some shit.
Nice.
Really?
That's all it should go.
That's the thing is, this is a popularity contest. Really, is all it is.
Yeah, it's not about your talent.
Well, they thought he was Corbin Blue, so
You gotta. I mean, you can't have.
Well,
he looks like Corbin Blue with a straightener.
look at his dance moves.
Yeah, he is pretty.
He's
Slick.
got the rickety.
You can't have the audience vote. That's part of the problem.
All right, here we go.
Shamali is what it is.
See, they're already making fun of her name.
I mean,
okay.
The thing is, like, you almost have to have the professionals just push them along instead of have.
No,
I get the audience participation thing where like you can sit at home and vote, but like that's
the same with the president thing. You could sit there and vote
and have no knowledge of what's going on.
Right. Either way, whoever's gonna win.
Man, shut up for a second. We
Why
gotta
are
hear
we shutting
Sanjaya.
Well,
Who's Sanjaya? Randy Jackson. No.
Yeah.
Randy Snackson.
You guys can't hear it anymore. What's this video called so people can see it?
Sanjaya.
It's called Sanjaya Malakar Audition by American Idol Audition.
I'm sure they know how to spell that.
Sinjaya.
A
Figure out the rest.
Sanjaya. Oh yeah, he's pretty good.
He's way better than I am.
He's got some pipes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that good. He does have good dance moves. I'll give him that much. Now she's enjoying it though.
She's what? Randy's not feeling it. Simon's about to punch him in the face.
Now Simon's the guy. You know, they always have to have one guy that's the
crazy.
You know,
Randy's just crazy. And that's it.
The bad guy, right?
We're always the bad guy.
You gotta have the
If only Sanjaya could be on 690.
the
right
devil's advocate.
Yeah, you'd say Sanjaya should make it all the way.
I mean, he seems like a good guy. You know, it's just he gets
Sanjaya,
pushed through.
Let's
it.
talk about Tekashi Climb.
I would rather not.
What are you gonna miss the most about him once he
So
goes
this
into witness
guy-
protection?
I'm gonna miss that I never heard his music before, and now I hear it more
Okay.
because he's in jail.
Yeah.
Prison? Is he in prison?
No, he's in witness protection.
When is he officially out?
Because he's a rat.
Mm-hmm.
So are they gonna put cover up on his tattoos on his face
They have to. He's gonna have to get him lasered, which means he has scars on his
or
face.
blazered?
Right? You're gonna have scars, right?
It says 6'9", it's gonna be 9'6".
What did Crystalia say? 88.
88 is the only possibility, right? You could just finish him off, finish the numbers off.
You could just finish him off.
No one's
with
gonna
that,
finish
with
him
that
off.
same 13-year-old from before.
Oh,
Yikes!
but seriously,
We're over-
Tekashi, is it Tekashi or Takeshi?
Tekashi.
Tekashi.
Climb fine.
Cam fine. Some sign.
So I don't know. This guy's fucking fucked up. Let's be honest. I don't get any of
His
this
music
shit.
is. I like his music.
We got Fifi,
I really
right, with
like
Nicki
his music.
Minaj. Fifi? Is there Fifi?
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't like when a person like
When I'm Tekashi.
when someone goes overboard like that and does that shit to their face, or like to try and just build a fucking Instagram following or something, you know.
You got this fucking sick.
Like, you know, it's a gimmicky thing. Like,
Well, okay, let's face it. The first person to pull off a face tattoo is Mike Tyson,
right.
which is probably the only person to pull off a face tattoo.
Iron Mike.
Scrim from the Suicide Boys has face tattoos.
Yeah, but did he pull it off?
You're not allowed to disrespect him now. You're not allowed to listen to him in the car on the way here and then talk about how he's garbage.
But I'm talking about Mike Tyson compared to like 6ix9ine.
I don't know. Does Mike Tyson have any platinum hits?
Yeah,
Right.
Buster Douglas.
What's his platinum album? You know?
Mike Tyson Mysteries is a great show, though. Not gonna lie.
It's not bad.
I mean, he was on Joe Rogan with Tom Segura.
I'll tell you right now, he'll still knock a motherfucker out.
And the guy, you know, surprisingly enough, he's like somewhat level-headed. Like, he still knows. He's running a weed farm now.
As he should be.
I mean, obviously he should be.
If he wasn't fucking smoking that, he'd probably be killing people by now.
Yeah.
Well, he's already raped a woman, so.
Fornicate.
Well, yeah, you know, rape is a funny word nowadays, you know.
Yeah, it can get tossed around there a lot.
Is rape really rape these days?
You worded it very wrongly, but you have a point.
Well, no, see,
It's just fucking weird. You can say something's rape, and even if it wasn't, like, the hard thing to do is prove that kind of shit. That's
right?
the hard
Because
thing to
if
do.
you're the male in that perspective, you're gonna lose either way.
The male, yeah. I
You're
feel
gonna-
like
you're
in the
gonna
legal
lose.
system, the male loses a lot.
Because okay, you could go to this party, meet this girl that's all over you, coming on to you first.
Right.
You fuck her, and then you wake up. Then all of a sudden you have a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Because she was too drunk.
Well, it's surprising the legal system, like, as far as males, isn't fighting like sexism. Like, you know what I mean?
It
Like,
should.
like
Alimony.
males aren't fighting sexism.
At this point-
Fucking alimony, dude. Alimony
Honestly-
is
Yes,
the
when
most
someone gets
retarded
divorced-
shit in the world.
Yeah, and none of the males are fighting back because they're not the ones that are like. I mean, they don't like it, but they're not the fucking social media bitches that are.
Well, yeah. See, I know someone that had to go to a schooling for work, where they have to go out of town for work. So they're not even in central New York. They're out of town
right.
for work. And the baby mom of this person scheduled the court date on purpose
Because she knew he was going to be out of town.
because she knew that he was going to be out of town.
Right.
So when she shows up for court, and he doesn't because he's out of town and can't, because he's at school for work, it looks bad on him because here she is. Hey, I'm here. This is what I want from
Yeah,
him.
he couldn't even show up.
And he can't even show up. What the fuck? So the judge looks at that and says, well, he's an absentee, this and that, so you get what you want, and he can fuck himself because he can't even
I'm
have
the judge.
He can't even have the courtesy to show up. So
Right.
fuck him. So now he has to go back and prove that he was at school for work, and that's why he couldn't show up to court on that date.
I mean, you would imagine
You know.
it would be possible to prove that, right? You
Right.
could prove that.
But that's still
But
extra,
it's still an extra step
extra
that's
bullshit.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when you get divorced and you don't have a prenup, it's like now they're getting half of your shit, even though probably, you know, say there's a situation where you're working and your wife is not.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they've made all that money because they're used to the lifestyle. That's the excuse they give too. It's like they've been used to that lifestyle. Well, guess what? Get used to a different one.
See,
Because you're fucking getting divorced. You're not like depending
Right.
on me anymore.
right.
You
See, that's
shouldn't
where
still depend on the person when you fucking got divorced.
I think, like, okay, say our parents.
I don't think there's any problem with getting a prenup. Like, I don't understand why the only reason women are against it most of the time is because they fucking don't want to they want to be able to take advantage of that if that situation arises,
Let's talk about that for
which
a
is
minute,
what
though.
usually happens.
love me, you won't make me sign a prenuptial agreement.
No,
Right, yeah.
not even that. Our parents' day and age was different. There's a lot of different shit going on.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was
There's a
the
lot
Cold
of
War,
different shit going on.
Sure.
the Gulf War.
But also, it's like
Cowboys were good.
The Cowboys were good.
And they
Things
also
were
make that
great.
argument too. It's like, if you think you're going to be with me forever, like, just, don't worry about a prenup.
No, you know
it's
what?
like, well, what's to say something doesn't fucking go wrong? Like, there's no predicting that.
But even going past that,
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah. It's like
No.
you could, want to be with someone forever and still have that shit happen.
Today's day and age, to me, it's obscure to get married. It is. I don't care.
It is weird because it's just a contract that says
Right.
that you're married. Why can't you just be this? It is. It's just a tradition.
It's obscure.
You know
It's
what
obscure.
The fucking crazy thing is, the UK has laws now where if people are in a relationship long enough, they're automatically considered married by law.
Really?
Yep.
So,
Cohabitation
by
laws.
no money, by no
which makes
means,
sense.
they're just married
Yes.
legally.
It would be like a domestic partnership.
The thing with marriage is that it really comes down to what the government views you as. It comes down to your tax returns, your power of attorney, rights, and stuff like that. So, like, if you're not married,
it's because it's entwined with the legal system.
That's what I'm saying, though. All right, someone that's married for 25 years and someone's together for 25 years.
Yeah.
The only fucking difference between that and the person that's married is a piece of paper and a ring on their fucking finger.
Yes.
Okay?
You could give each other a ring and still fucking have it be like a promise ring.
And you could still be fucking someone else on the side.
Yeah,
you
but
could
then
be
you're
still
just a cuck.
Yeah, but either way, you still have, even if you're a cuck or not, you still have that marriage bonded to you. And if you guys find out about that and get divorced, then there's a whole shit show of, well, everyone gets half and this and that bullshit.
Do you ever see a thing happen where the wife makes the most money and she has to give up half of her?
You don't see it happen very often, right?
Usually not.
Does that ever happen?
Maybe.
I'm sure it has happened, but I don't think it's certainly significantly less times.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're going to be married, say you're married for 25 years and you get divorced, a shit show happens.
Right.
If you're together and
you're divorced for 25 years and then you get married.
But no, if you're together,
the thing is,
if you're together and you really love each other, you shouldn't have to get married. You shouldn't have to spend 10+ grand on a wedding. And
even if you want to have a wedding, even if you want to have a wedding,
much on a wedding though. That's what.
But you have these things, you have these bachelor parties and bachelorette parties.
You don't have to do any of that.
Even the thing is,
people
though,
fucking do it.
They want to though, but I get it because a lot of people say it's for their parents. They want to see their kids' wedding day and things like that. It's a traditional thing. It's an American thing that has gone on for a long time. But I think the thing is,
it's a global thing.
If you wanted to, well, yes, it is. But it's also an American, like a Christian tradition and Catholic tradition. And
it's also like.
It's embedded in that religion.
It's embedded in every religion.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's a very old school.
Well, I mean, even Indian tradition.
Back in the day, marriage was like a bonding of houses.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's more of like a kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a pleasantry.
Yes, it's
a formality.
Yeah. I think you can still have a wedding if you want. You don't have to sign paperwork though.
Well, that's the other thing. You don't have you don't have to have it in a church. You don't have to have it be significant.
No, my two cousins got married. My two cousins got married. They did it the way that they did the domestic partnership in Always Sunny. They just went down and got a marriage certificate.
It's a weird concept.
If I really fell in love with someone and really thought, you know what, this is a person I want to see,
the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I sign a paper making sure that they are not guaranteed to get any of my stuff.
But not even that, man. Like even if
I love you more than I love anybody else in the world. But you know what?
But my shit is my shit.
You're not allowed to have any of my stuff.
What's mine is mine.
It's like having a label maker and putting your name on everything.
But why not? But why even get married then? Just be in a relationship. And if you really don't trust someone, then you shouldn't probably be in that relationship.
Right? Yeah. I guess that's weird because
if you shouldn't have to.
I like that you guys started us off by talking about like how prenups, like you're stupid to be against prenups, and now all of a sudden you guys are against prenups.
But no. Listen, if you're gonna be in a relationship with someone, and you can see being with that person for the rest of your life, it shouldn't take an extra 10 to 20,000 and a ring and vows and this whole big church.
It's very
holy
materialistic.
matrimony.
It's very materialistic.
Right. You should be able to look at each other and be like, I love you, and I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life together.
Don't look at me when you say that.
You can't have
right. You know.
You guys have the weird. You guys have such a different fucking.
I don't know. You should be able to be
guys
able.
are so
no.
black and white with everything.
You should be able to look at.
You're so black and white.
You
with
should
this
be able to look
topic.
at someone and
It's
say,
so
I
weird.
love you, and mean it, and not have to worry about them fucking going off and fucking your neighbor.
Yes, that's optimal, but it happens. You have no idea if that's gonna happen. That's
why you don't get married, because like, you know,
it's gonna happen.
Then you get married.
It's guaranteed.
And your wife fucks Jack across the street, and then she's like, "Well, Jack's dick's bigger than yours, and I like it better." So
Right.
we divorce, and
It's
I get
always
half
Jack.
of what's
Jack's
yours.
always the one across the street.
Jack's a jack off.
Right. He always has a big dick. Too.
He always. But then all of a sudden,
What is this
because
I'm getting an Uber home, by the way. You're not driving me home.
but seriously, because
I'm walking home, actually.
I mean, you got to think about it, man. You're just not thinking about it.
I am thinking about it. You guys
But
are
you're not.
acting. You guys are acting like marriage is
No.
like the same thing for everybody.
no, it's not the same thing for everyone.
That's
though.
what you're talking about now. You're like, I don't understand. Like, you're looking at marriage like it's a stereotypical, every marriage is the same thing.
It's not.
With the vows and the
No.
money and the bachelorette parties and all this shit. It's like,
No, we're just saying that's what it is like depicted
in
as.
general. In
yes,
general,
that's what it's
that's what it
depicted
is.
as. But you're acting like everybody does that. And then also acting like everybody cheats on each
No,
other.
but I'm saying if you get married and you think, you know, this person could possibly cheat on me, then you shouldn't marry them.
But anybody thinks
I
about
don't
that
think-
about anybody they're with.
But
There's always going to be a thought in your head like,
sure, but there's a difference between a thought in your head and like, oh, you know, she's been texting this one for, like.
I don't deal with the problems that you deal with, so I have no reference for this.
I never got.
Apparently,
I never got.
I don't understand where you're coming from.
I never understood the urge to cheat on someone in the first place, though.
Right,
Yes.
if you're
You know
willing,
what I mean? Like,
if
I
you're
really
willing to
don't
cheat
get
on
it.
someone, then you shouldn't be with them.
Yes.
End
Is
of
that what you
story.
were trying to say this whole time?
Basically, end of
Okay.
story. If you're willing to cheat on someone, just fucking
Brayden, cut everything. Yes, I agree.
either
yes.
balls up or fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like if you feel like you want to go fuck someone else, then you shouldn't be with the person you're with, and you know that. So just don't do it.
But we have these couples that are married that are swingers that are like, well, it'll spice up our
But
relationship.
that's a mutual agreement too. You know, it's
If
like
you do get the mutual, you're right.
they both wanted to do that.
But
so.
they both really want to do
Well, how do you bring that up too? That's weird.
Right. One has to do it before
Because
the
one
other.
person has to bring it up. They're not going to both be like,
Right.
"Hey, what are you thinking right now?" And then
Yeah,
they'll be
right.
like 1, 2, 3.
Swingers. Yeah, you go to like a fucking get together, and then you come back and you're looking at each other. You're like, well, you know, Katie was looking pretty hot tonight.
Yeah, she was looking
You know,
good.
like, you look at, well,
She-
you know,
she's like, yeah,
drinking
John-
she was drinking a
Johnny
lot of
was
water.
pretty fucking sexy. So,
Right.
you know,
And
do you
they're
want to
both like, you know what? Let's
do you want to
just-
fuck? You want to fuck one of them, and I'll fuck the other.
There's
and
got to
they'll-
be alcohol involved the first time around.
easily.
Yeah,
for
sure.
easily, guaranteed.
Where did the massive influx of the cuckold fetish come from? Because I don't remember it being.
It was in the
that.
70s.
Here, no, you gotta think
no,
about
no,
this.
No,
Or the
I'm
60s.
talking about.
Or
remember?
yeah, the 70s. Because
We
it was after birth control came out, and it was
Right.
before like all the STDs blew up, like before HIV and things like that.
No,
So
I'm talking
there was a spot where like a lot of people were fucking like in the
I'm
70s.
talking about how all of a sudden there are massive amounts of cuckold fetish websites and cuckold porn and
Yeah.
websites and stuff like that. And that never used to be the case up until it feels like the past year or so, where all of a sudden
Oh, I think they were
It's like
around.
swinging came back into the mainstream in a way.
I've had people that I've talked to in the past basically put it out there like, oh, I'd be so like cool to having like a swinger relationship where like, you know, I have this person that
You're locked into.
I'm
like,
locked
you
into, and I can
go back
fuck
to
them
whenever
or
you
go
want.
back to, or they're my support group whenever
Yeah.
I want. But when things get a little boring,
You
we can
also-
go to this other group and fuck whoever I want to.
Yeah, like the freedom kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's like you have that specific person to lean to as a support group, as a financial whatever, even a fuck. But when things get boring and things get kind of like, you know, I can go and take someone else's keys home and be like, "Oh, I'm fucking this one tonight." Spice up the relationship by fucking.
Glad you knew what that was.
Right.
Was Cass talking to us about that?
I don't know. I don't never get bored with fucking the person I'm with, though.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day,
well, yeah, because
when you fuck that person, you're releasing
the cock ring built into it.
Well, that too, but you're releasing that hormone. You're releasing that urge.
Yeah.
But you're comfortable with that person.
I mean,
and that's good, you know.
Right.
But these other
Is it though?
Is it?
It doesn't make a
dirt. But no, for real.
This is the Congratulations podcast with Chris and Leah.
Shouts out to Chank Smith.
Shouts out.
This is the lost episode. It'll never be aired. But
it's not going to be a lost episode. It's great.
It's great. It's a great job.
I disagree with most of the things that you're saying.
This whole thing is going to be clips. We're going to do
it's
clips.
An eclipse.
It could be. It could easily be just a clip episode. The clip show episode.
No, but
have it in clips, but have it be like the whole episode, but in like 19 clips.
But no, but
wait, hang on,
Jake. What you're talking
about? That's another cool
about.
thing about Anchor too. Talking about Anchor earlier, you can segment each section, and as they play through on the Anchor player or the Apple player,
category.
It'll show like what you titled that segment. So like you could have
the topic,
almost like timestamps. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like.
We're at least an hour and a half in because we were already a half hour in, and I moved the mouse, and then it was an hour after that.
Yep. Hour 35.
Well, I mean, to bring back what Jake was saying about cuckolding and marriage, right?
Yeah.
No,
we can take a break and come back to cuckolds if we want.
Cuckolds. No.
Yeah, let me text Amaya.
Let's on that note, let's text Amaya.
All right. We'll be back after we text Amaya. ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.